pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Naeem Hines with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. 21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
After the interception, here's Smith. This to Hines on the drop-off. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tariq Woolen picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Play fake. Brissett.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. He was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Brissett.
Out left to Dotson.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 more there and another first down.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Brissett. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
He's into space past the 25. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
To throw, Brissett. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and...
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Back to the air, Smith on second down.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Geno. He'll buy some time right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing, Brissett. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Brissett. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brissett again. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Taken at the goal line.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Brissett. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Geno now to throw. Flush to his right.
He completes this to Walker.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing now is Geno. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Now Geno on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Chase Young. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 18.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. On play action, Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jordan Brooks with it. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Brissett on 1st down.
And he'll complete this to Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 30 yards.
And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7.
They run again with Walker.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 38. 74 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 35 yards. And the Seahawks are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They go play action with Brissett. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Brissett now. This is brought in by Gibson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's out. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Gibson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Quick slant, Dotson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
He's got a man, complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Brissett gets this to Gibson.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Here's 2nd down. Now Brissett.
Flushed out right.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Here's Brissett. And Dotson, he's got it.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Here's Brissett. He's got Thomas yet again, complete.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. Brissett's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So the victory here for Seattle. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Seahawks, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit